Good morning, everybody. How are we this morning? Just give it a second or two just to make sure that I'm live. So, good morning, everybody. How are we on this fine, glorious morning? Welcome to County Kerry. My name's Mark. If you've never been here before, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to make you a Guinness and red onion soup. This is an Irish take on a French onion soup. So, just a second to turn this down. That's good. At least I can hear myself. So this is our Irish take on a French onion soup. So it has red onion, Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, that's easier to say than it is to spell. Red onion, Worcestershire sauce. It has Guinness, chicken and beef stock, red onions, sage, thyme, garlic. So we're just going to get started right away. So first of all, we need a heavy base saucepan onto our heat. We're going to put this onto a medium-high heat. We'll just pop that there. And to that, then I'm going to add about 25 grams of butter. And about 25 grams of olive oil. And we'll just let that melt. So as I say, this is a red onion soup, so I'm just going to chop some onions. I have about 6 fairly decent sized red onions. I would say about 700 grams worth. And we're just going to slice them finely. So just quarter them or halve them and slice them finely. Now you can do this on a mandolin. I have a mandolin inside, but because a lot of people don't have them, I'm just going to chop it. Folks, excuse this. And as I say, it's about 6 onions. I am butter sizzling. I'll just turn that down a touch. So we're going to cook these for about 10 or 15 minutes, just until they go soft and translucent. And to that, I'm going to add some garlic. I'm going to add some sage, some dried thyme. Folks, just be careful when you're doing this because you can lose a finger very handy. And of course, I missed a bit. So you want the onions, you want them to go soft, you don't want them to fry up. Down again. Give them a little stir, get them well coated in the butter and the oil. Now if you're doing this at home, folks, please take your time when you're doing the chopping. Because the last thing I want is somebody coming back to me and saying that they lost a finger. And don't be afraid to say hi wherever you are in the world, because it's all about having some chat. And I hope you're looking forward to some hot steak tomorrow. Yeah, I know nearly everybody in Ireland is. It's a great day over here. Hopefully the weather stays good, because the last few days the weather we've had has been awful. This morning's the first decent morning we've had. Now, as I say, you can do these onions beforehand. They're starting. Some of them are very strong. The last one I done was strong. So don't, folks. I'm not crying because I'm missing you. I'm crying because of the onions. The last one, then I'll wait. So we have the onions in. Just get my eyes out of the way. Now to that then I'm going to take 3 sage leaves. Fresh sage leaves. I'm just going to 2 cloves of chopped garlic, just finely chopped. Again, you don't want big chunks of garlic in your soup. And about a teaspoon of dried thyme. Now, if you can get ordinary thyme, 2 sprigs would be just with the leaves taken off them. So, folks, I don't know what time it is where you are, but here it's 25 past 10 in the morning, so it's coffee time. Let me see, how is my stream going? Is it? It's a bit jittery. Hello, are you still there? Okay, so we'll just give this a stir. Open up for a few minutes. Those bits of garlic that I missed in. So, folks, like I say, don't be afraid to come onto the chat, say hello, let me know where you're from, let me know if you're enjoying my videos, and we will take it from there. So, and if there's any other videos that you'd like, or you think you'd like me to make, don't be afraid to let me know. I have a cracker video coming tomorrow for Irish stew, traditional thick Irish stew with lots of potatoes, lots of vegetables. So I'll just let you have a look at those onions. As you can see, they're starting to sweat. Now, once they get slightly softened and they start to go translucent, I'm going to put a little bit of brown sugar to them, and then they will go caramelized. Now, the quick way to do this is to add the brown sugar now, and then it'll help. But I find if you add it too early, you can burn the onions, so you just have to watch, because the onions go very quickly from being soft like that there to being burnt. So the last thing you want is burnt onions. So like I said, we're going to use draft Guinness, this is tins of draft, Worcestershire sauce. We already had the thyme and the sage in, and the butter, and then we're going to do some bread croutons. Now I just have crusty bread here. It's like a sourdough crust. I'm going to toast a little bit of that. I'm going to grate some cheese over the top, and then I'm going to add it on top of the onions and soup when it's finished. So we'll just pop a lid on that, and we'll let those sweat down. So while that's sweating down, what we'll do is we'll get our toast, and we'll pop it tray and onto the grill. We'll let that brown up, and while that's browning up, I'm going to put cheese. Now I'm just using mature red cheddar cheese for this, but you can use whichever cheese that you like. So once our sourdough is toasted, we'll pop the cheese on top, and then we'll put it back onto the grill just to melt the cheese. This is only for service, it's only to give you some flavour on top. So folks, I hope you're having a good week. I hope that everything's going well for you. Just wipe that board down. And like I said, it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow in Ireland, so we'll all be celebrating. I have my bunny ears over there, if you'd like me to show you. I'll just put them on for a second or two. As you can see, it's going to be cute. This is what my son and daughter want me to wear tomorrow. But it's a public holiday, so we're all off school or all off work, and everybody has to Everybody goes out and celebrates, depending on the weather. It depends where we're going. As I say, I live in County Kerry, so the capital of our county is sort of Tralee. So that will be where a massive parade is. There'll be a large parade too in Killarney, which is only about 15 or 20 minutes away from where I live. You can see the onions are just starting to take a little bit of translucence. We'll just give them another few minutes, and then we'll with the Worcestershire sauce, the Guinness, and the stock. So, folks, I hope you enjoy my channel. I hope you enjoy what I do. As I said, tomorrow I have a video out. It's a cracker. It's for Irish stew. So it'll be an extremely thick Irish stew. I like to make mine and then put the potatoes in, and then boil it for about an hour and a half and put the potatoes in some more. And folks, if you're watching me, and can you let me know what the sound is like? Because last week I had a little bit of an issue with sound quality. I'm hoping that I've resolved it for this week. Let's see. Oh, it's not toasted yet. So, like I say, folks, dishes like this it's not like live stream isn't like whenever you're on making a video, you can cut out the bits in between. You don't have to worry about the 10 minutes for the onions to cook or 15 minutes for the beer to cook. So this here, I'm going to add a mixture of beef stock and chicken stock. I make my own beef stock and my own chicken stock, but if you don't have it, you can just add, just use stock cubes. So there was about 700 grams of red onions. I have 1.5 litres of beef and chicken stock. I have half a pint of Guinness, of Worcestershire sauce. I know what I need to do. Silly. I need to put salt and pepper. I'll just let you have a look at those onions while they're cooking. So just season the onions, salt, and a lot of pepper. Onions can take the pepper, so don't be afraid of it. There you go. And like I say, as you can see, they are starting to go translucent. We'll just put the lid back on and give it another few minutes. We'll check our toast. So, because of the onions earlier on, folks, my nose is running. I don't have a cold right now. I just have a runny nose. So, like I say, live streams are totally different compared to what you do whenever you're making videos, because they last longer. You have the gaps in between where the videos you can edit it. Like I said, folks, good morning. You can edit out the little bits that you don't have. So it's 25 to 11 here, and I have a child to pick up at about 11:45, 12 o'clock. So, like I say, just check our toast. We don't want it getting too burnt. We like it nice and crusty brown. The onions are just coming along nicely. Now, the longer you leave the onions, the better. But because I'm doing a live stream, it would take a good 45 minutes to do these if I was doing them properly. Well, not properly, but sweating them out. This will give you the same amount of flavour. So YouTube is not right, as YouTube is not receiving data for this. So I'll just continue to do it anyway. It says frame drops is nothing. Okay. I keep getting these texts on my phone to say that this YouTube is slowing down. So like I say, folks, let me know where you're from. Don't be afraid to say hi. I will reply. I'm just checking my phone there to make sure there's no messages. So, like I say, folks, I do a lot of Irish cooking. I'm going to try and get myself a website up over the next few weeks, and we see how we can go from there. Let's just check these onions. Like I say, when you're doing the onions, folks, be careful, because they will go from being translucent and cooked to where they're starting to brown and go burn. But they're nice and tasty when they're burnt, but you don't want all of them, just a few of them. Gives a depth of flavour in the soup. So Just take that out, pop it there. Let me see. And we'll just let it cool down for a few minutes, and then we'll add the cheese on top. So just you can see the bread's nice and crusty around the edges. And we'll let it cool down for a few minutes. We'll put it on top, and then we will put it back onto the grill once we get the onions in. So now, I think it's time now for me to add the sugar. We'll just caramelize these up a little bit. So it's about 1 tablespoonful of light brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar if that's what you have. So it's a heaped tablespoon. Just it. And about 2 tablespoonfuls of Worcestershire sauce. This will help darken the onions. It'll also help with the flavour. If you can smell these now, they're just starting to pick up that caramelized flavour. The brown sugar and the onions, or the Worcestershire sauce, will help, as you can see. And I'll pop the lid back on again. Now we'll give those about 5 minutes just to cook, and then we'll add the stock. So like I say, you have 500 milliliters of Guinness. I'll just open this. Oh, I thought I had one that was going to spill over. And we'll just set that there. Now, if you don't drink, folks, you can get 0.0 Guinness, or, as I say, when you cook this here, you're going to cook the alcohol off it anyway, because it will be on in the pan. My hands a little rub over. So yeah, like I say, you will cook the alcohol off, so don't be worrying about it if you don't drink. Or as I say, you can get 0.0 Guinness now, which is it's actually quite tasty. I have had a few cans of it in the house at night, just something to sip on when I'm watching TV. So like I say, don't be afraid to try the 0.0 Guinness. They have made a very good job of it. Let's see. I'll just show you the difference now in the onions when you can see they're starting to soften up. And take on that nice dark caramel colour. Sorry for the silence, folks. I'm just making sure that these onions don't stick. So this is one of my longer videos, or longer cooking times. Normally I try and get stuff that's in between that I can sort of take, that I have my hands going all the time. And like I say, folks, if you're there, don't be afraid to say hello. Let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're enjoying this. And I'll just recap on what I've done. I had 700 grams of red onions, which I've chopped finely, and I added them to the pan. I've let them simmer softly, or slowly, until they've started to caramelize. Then I added some thyme, about a teaspoon of thyme, 3 or 4 sage leaves, 2 cloves of chopped garlic, and I let them cook for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I've added some Worcestershire sauce and some dark brown sugar, and I have let it cook now where it's starting to take on the colour. So in a few minutes time, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add 750 or a litre and a half of, or 1500 millilitres of chicken and beef stocks. I have about 750 millilitres of each, pardon me, and about 250 millilitres, about 250 millilitres of Guinness. And then we'll let that simmer for a few minutes just until the onions go soft. Maybe about 10 minutes. And while that's been doing, I have toasted 2 pieces of sourdough bread. Now I have enough here. This makes about 6 or 7 portions. I have enough here then. Like I said, I'm only making for 2 today. So I've toasted 2 slices of bread. I'm going to add some grated cheddar cheese onto it. And then to that, I'm going to put it back under the grill. And I'll use that as a topping for the soup. So it is an Irish version of a French onion soup. Just with it being St. Patrick's Week, I thought the weather was bad, so we'll do something nice. And so we'll go over to the onions, and now to that, then we're going to add about half a pint or 250 millilitres of Guinness. And a little bit extra for luck. It's Ireland. I'm going to give that a good stir around. And like I say, folks, I'm homemade chicken and beef stock, but if you haven't got your own, a stock cube will do. Say 2 stock cubes of chicken, 2 stock cubes of beef, and 1.5 litres of water. Now we're just going to bring that to the boil, and we're going to let it cook and for about 10 minutes, just while, and that then will thicken the soup and it'll help finish off the onions. So just pop the lid on it. As I say, bring it to the boil. It always boils quicker with the lid on. So folks, now hopefully you're enjoying the videos that I'm doing. I'll bring this. If there's any videos that you want me to make, please don't be afraid to let me know. It's always good then that you can keep your audience, or like I say, I was asked for an Irish stew, so I'll have a video of it up tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day. So if you want to jump over tomorrow and have a look at that. And as I done a steak and Guinness burger last night, which is probably one of the best burgers I do. It's got smoked bacon in it and chopped onions. We'll just pop that under there. And we'll slowly brown that. We'll turn that off for a few minutes and we'll just leave it. So folks, like I say, it's 11:15 in the morning here in Ireland. So it is coffee time. Now we'll give this a few minutes and then we'll check it again for seasoning. I did put salt and pepper on it whenever I was making it, making the onions, but with the stock in that there, we'll check the seasoning of it. So as I say, folks, it's St. Patrick's weekend. It's a great weekend in Ireland. Everybody's off. It's a long weekend. So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then back to porridge on Monday. But the weekend will start probably here about 4 o'clock. Everybody will finish work slightly early and try and make a long weekend of it. I know I keep looking down, but I'm just checking. My internet's telling me that the stream health is poor. I'm just making sure that everything's working okay. So as I say, my soup is starting to bubble. I have the cheese crust underneath. And like I say, these are just going to be like normal French onion. This is an Irish version of French. It will be thick. It will be tasty. Like I say, if you're worried about the Guinness and the alcohol, don't be worrying because it burns off whenever you cook it off and you take it to a high temperature. The alcohol just burns away. So all you're left with is the rich caramel flavour from the Guinness and the stock. Maybe just try that there for seasoning. It needs a little bit of pepper. Now we'll just rinse the spoon. We'll try that again. I try not to double dip even at home. It's a habit that I get with Yeah, that's better. It's a habit that I've got into with working in hospitality. You don't ever double dip because you don't know who's eating after you or who's been eating before you. So we'll just give this another few minutes just to boil up and then we'll serve it. Yeah, like I said, let it reduce by about 10%. We'll just pop these on. And then we're going to serve it into a large bowl with a nice piece of crusted bread cheese on top. So as you can see, the onions are nice and translucent. I'll just let you have a look at the soup. Sorry. The onions are nice, they're translucent. They've still kept some of their shape. And they've taken on the flavour now of the Guinness, the thyme, the herbs, and the spice, and the Worcestershire sauce. So we'll just pop the lid back on it and we'll let it boil. I would just go. So folks, like I said earlier, I hope you're having a great week. In Ireland, we're going to have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully the weather will stay good because the last 2 days has been awful. We have had rain, constant rain. Actually, last night when I was putting the dog to bed, I had to put some wellies on to put him out because it was so wet outside. But today is really nice, as you can see out the back window. The sun's shining. It's nice and warm. It's a great day. Like I said, I've had another week. I'm changing my job on Monday. I'm going to become a hotel manager. So I will be doing probably the same amount of live streams and videos, but probably not as many shorts. And I'll have to change the times of my live streams. So it's one of the joys of being working. So I'll have to change the times. You'll probably find that it'll be totally different, maybe 11 or 12 o'clock at night, depending on the shifts that I'm working. But I'll try and keep it the same days. I'm going to try and keep it I normally do my live streams on a Wednesday evening and a Friday evening, but the last few days, like I said, the internet has been bad because of the bad weather, because we live out in the country. So I'm going to try and keep it on a Wednesday night and Friday night. It might be a bit later in the morning or whatever. It might be sort of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Irish time. But I'll just let you see the froth from the Guinness. So as I say, the times will change, but the videos and the amount that I do will probably stay the same. Now folks, if you're interested in traditional Irish stew, I will have a video out tomorrow. Just have to finish editing it today. I'll have a video out on St. Patrick's Day for a traditional Irish stew. And that's one of the best stews that I ever make. I make a thick Irish stew. Like I say, I like to boil the potatoes, some of them in first, and then put the last in the last 20 minutes. So, like I say, keep an eye out for it tomorrow. And I would say my soup is probably ready. My cheese is toasted. So, what I'm going to do, I'll just pop a little of this in. So as you can see, I'll just go to this camera. See if it's better. There's my soup. No, I'll have to go to this one. Okay. Just take it over. Throw some hot. Okay, somebody's been And we just pop that on top. And there you have, folks, Guinness and red onion soup, Irish style. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't be afraid to hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Let me just taste this actually. Yeah, folks, I have to say that is extremely good. If you haven't seen the video or you've just joined me, watch the replay on it because it is a soup that's worth making. Again, folks, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my further videos. And like I say, have a look at the steak burger that I done yesterday and keep an eye out tomorrow for my Irish stew. So enjoy the rest of your day and I will talk to you soon.